Yep, it's rolling.
Got an open preset.
Actually, I wanted to start with one real quick in Sirach. What I just mentioned to the brothers.
Sirach
17, yeah. You have to hate. You have to hate.
Right. You live on that one, brother?
Yeah, it's rolling.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do good well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Lord's with these lessons, these epistles are edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And if you don't know by now, we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and those scattered abroad, according to the diaspora. And we're just coming out, moved through the Holy Spirit on a high hell day here in Babylon. So we're actually chanting Babylon down in the midst of it, you know, just like other major prophets did. Jeremiah, Daniel, you know, when you read the scriptures, you're reading about holy men in the midst of captivity, prophesizing the end result of the heathens ruling and reign. So it only makes sense the Lord brought us together on a wicked-ass high hell day, what you people call Christmas, that actually goes back to satanic rituals, heathen rituals at that. You got the precept, brother?
Got it, right.
All right, read that.
Let's start at 25.
Sirach 17 and 25. Return unto the Lord.
Right, return unto the Lord. So we're returning unto the Lord here at the altar. It says in Isaiah that I will set altars up in Egypt. So this is actually an altar, and who's at the altar? The priests and the sacrifice. And that's where acceptance takes place, is when you're doing what the Lord commanded. A lot of people think their own will is how they get accepted. You know, well, I love Jesus, so I thought God was with me. But that's why you have the Bible. That's why you have the Bible. It's in instructions. That's why the priests were important, to instruct the people. So we're being instructed on do's and don'ts. And what we see is we've been fed nothing but don'ts. Don't celebrate Christmas. Don't bow the knee to Babylon. Don't worship idols. But that's everything this place does. And when you just scratch the surface of the origins of Babylon, of Christmas, you find out it's wicked. You know? Semiramis was having sex with her son, who you know as Nimrod. And then this bitch said that an evergreen tree popped up, and he visited and left gifts underneath it. Then she got pregnant at an orgy and had Gilgamesh and said, now I was a virgin birth. So if you believe in the Trinity, you believe in an ancient demon from Hamland, you know? Now you got white people believing in Hamite demons, you know? It's a demon that white people believe in now. Then they mix it in with their God and their faith. See, the problem is we're just under a heathen rule, and it needs to stop. Okay, authority has to come back in the earth. We actually need Yahushua. You Christians, you call on Jesus, but you don't need him. We actually need Yahushua here. Keep going.
It says, return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins.
Yeah, you don't return to the Lord by going to vocab. You don't return to the Lord by going to a Wednesday night Christian camp and Pastor Mike and the guitar. Okay, this is returning to the Lord. When you return to the Lord, it's a different walk. It's a different vibration. It's a different energy, you know? Keep going.
Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less.
Woo! And then offend less. You know, you got to actually realize that there's men of the Lord here on earth, and we're surrounded by men. You know, we treat brothers as Yahushua told us to treat each other. That's how you build a nation. That's how you get schisms out. This is the real thing, because a lot of you Israelites, a lot of y'all are niggas, you hate each other, you're lusting after each other, you got demons that you ain't addressing.
They worship a nigga god.
Yep, they got a nigga god. There's a lot. Hey, we're blessed to be on this side. We're blessed to be in the midst of a strict camp, you know, where yes, there's mercy, yes, there's repentance, but there's an order and a guideline that keeps us in line. That's what it's about. This ain't a free-for-all. Okay? Keep going.
Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity.
Right. Hey, you gotta turn the cheek. You gotta accept the fact that you're in captivity right now. You gotta also accept the fact that heathens are over you. Even though you may like, man, I could just, but he's over you though. That's what makes it hell. Okay, hell isn't somewhere deep in the ground where somebody could sneak a phone in and record it for you, and they say, look, see, this is hell. No, this is hell. We're coming up to camp. You gotta kick glass. People are sleeping where you wait for a bus and a transportation. Piss smell everywhere. Shit. You know, what Google needs to do is bring in a smell radar. When you want to go visit a place, what does it smell like though? You'd be like, nah, I'm not trying to go there. It stinks. It's not good for our spirit. We actually have a spirit, and we have a power who is a spirit. Can you go to John 4 and 22, where it says, how is the spirit? We're supposed to worship that. Read that again.
He says, turn again to the Most High.
Right, turn. Oh, did it say you'll hear a voice behind you? This is the way you should go? We're turning because we're going in a direction, okay? Serving the Lord puts you in a different path, all right? It puts you on a path that not many men can walk. That's why people around you will break away, because they can't handle the walk that you're taking with the Lord. Remember, Enoch walked with the Lord, then he took him, you know? You got that, John, brother?
Yep. This is John 4 and verse 24. John 4 and 24.
You could do, yeah, 23. It's one of my favorite scriptures.
John 4 and verse 23.
Because really, I'm sorry, we could start up because it's checking this wicked heathen woman. Matter of fact, let's start up because we're going to rebuke this Queen of Heaven demon that's out here.
Yep.
That's what this is. Christmas goes back to a Queen of Heaven, man. It was a woman that came up with this.
John 4 and verse 21. Yahushua said unto her, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father.
So this is like us talking to a Christian woman today, some dark-skinned Elamite who believes in a white Jesus, baby Jesus.
Right.
So no, God loves it. So look, you don't know what you're talking about. 99.9.5% of people don't know what they're talking about.
At all.
That's why it's called Babylon, because they're confused. People are confidently confused right now. Talk to somebody that believes in evolution, that believes that they came from a monkey or a bacteria. Talk to a chick that's at college identifying more than herself. She's confused, man. That's why the rod of correction's coming. And it's going to start with the missiles. Keep going.
Verse 22, and it says, ye worship, ye know not what.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know who you're talking about. And you don't know who you're talking to. That's what's going on in this world and conversations out here. You want to see, remember Ezekiel, he poked his head.
You said come and see.
Yeah, look, he like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, go look in the living room of Big Mama's house.
Matter of fact, since you mentioned that, Ezekiel said he saw there was men worshiping the sun toward the east, but it also said it was women weeping.
For Tammuz?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See?
And, but Tammuz is related to the so-called Christmas, the
Yep.
Babylonian.
Yep.
You know, 'cause
Deity.
it's a Babylonian custom.
Yep.
These people, they're none the wiser. That's why I'm pretty sure it's going to come out at some point. Jeremiah 10 and 2. I
Yep.
get it whenever you want.
Yep.
You got it.
Exactly, though. But that it makes sense why we're rebuking. Why are we rebuking demons in the scriptures all the way in white America?
Yeah, several thousand years later.
How are those here? You know,
That's how.
you got it
That's how we know this is Babylon. Read that in Revelation 11.
right there. The nigga rode on a motorcycle with a Santa suit on.
Yeah, you read that Revelation 11 and 8. Their dead bodies shall lie in the street, that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom, Egypt. Sodom, Egypt, Babylon. These are representations for America.
Yep. And now we're not lying in the street. We're standing, rebuking it.
Yep.
So we went from lying in the street to now standing at the housetop of it and rebuking everything that's going on in it.
Yep.
Keep going in John.
Back in John 4 and verse 22, and it says, for salvation is of the Jews.
No, but here in Babylon, salvation's for everyone. But then when you start talking about salvation, here comes Esau to correct you.
Yep.
No, I'll handle it for here. How are you trying to handle salvation, bro? When you actually think and you strip everything away, jobs, money, you know, family, and you actually get to the nitty of, hey, me as a created vessel is talking about salvation from something, and you're gonna try to change it, distort it, monopolize it, deceive with it. That's a demon. You're a true demon if you use the Bible to deceive, man. You know, because you could deceive someone to buy your product. You want to sell, you know, shit at Walmart. So you give it the, like food, Burger King. They show you this picture.
Grill patty.
It flops, you know, and it looks all sizzling. But then you find out that the mashed potatoes, or the, you know, it's not real what they're selling you.
Bread, yoga mat,
right.
Yeah.
But then now you tap in and deceive with this. Oh, you're wicked, man. Keep going.
Verse 23, and it says, "But the hour cometh."
See, there was an hour. There was a point. The Lord deals with time. Okay, so the Lord gave it enough time to where He said, "Okay, now I'm gonna do this." Remember, He said, "No man knows the time, hour, or day, but my Father." So the Lord deals with time. So even though we're stressed, you know, vexed, but we know we're still not in the worst case scenario yet. Because if we were, we'd see Mayakala. We'd have Yahushai.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. So it's got to get to this certain tipping point. So it's like, job's not done yet. Certain things still got to happen or transpire. Then it's like, okay, now I'll let my dogs loose, you know?
And it says, "But the hour cometh."
Yep, the hour cometh. So this is why you have brothers or you have sisters. That's a demon. You'll have brothers or sisters coming up because the Lord is putting on their spirit to tap in before this place taps out. Because this shit's about to go. And and you know what's beautiful? When you're a watchman, it keeps you sober. Because if you're not watching, you'll be drunk. You'll be drunk with the cares of this world. But when you're sober, when you actually have your mind open to reality, shit ain't sweet in the rest of the world.
First Peter was at 4:1. For he that suffered in the flesh has
Cease from sin.
Yep.
And that's a true statement. You know, you actually suffer, but then you won't go out and deal with something. You know what I mean? And you'll be home and you'll be safe. You know, keep going. See, there's shit out here happening. Shit out there is really this place is a death trap. Why do you think King David had a prayer and he said, "The valley of the shadow of death"? This is the actual valley of death here. You know, and you can see death on these people too. These people are dead, man. And we don't want to be around dead. We want to be a living. It says, "He that wandereth his way out of understanding shall remain with a congregation of the dead." So there's a congregations of the dead. Shalom congregation. They're all dead. Yahushua said, "You are as graves, but appear not." There's so many grave sites out here that our own people don't even know it. They don't even know who you're listening to is death.
It's a place in California, I think it's called Death Valley.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's people that's wandered out there hiking and there's fucking skeletons
See?
laying out there.
You got trails that that you could walk through to like 4 states. I can't remember what it's called, but you have people, thank you, you have people missing, you know? And now what's up with all these missing signs? I'm driving down the street and it said kidnapped or missing. I'm always getting news article, missing teen.
There's some Amber Alerts.
Yeah, everybody's getting taken, you know, but then you're supposed to go home and smile with the wife and sit with the kids. I feel like Denzel in Fences. Remember he walked out, he flicked the shit, you know? It says, "Oppression surely makes a wise man mad." You're supposed to be mad at this condition you're in. You're supposed to be upset, you know?
And it goes in to say, back in John 4:23, "But the hour cometh, and now is,
when the light has come into the world, but men love darkness." So when Yahushua came, the demons manifested. See, that's why this truth is important. It's like a measuring stick. It'll measure you if you're in the right spirit or not. We need measurement. We need order here to point out the wrongs. If we're here to build something, well, we got to make sure the material's correct. You drill a screw and it's, I need a 3-incher. It ain't gonna, it may look the part, but then when it goes to work, it won't function right. So you can install a whole shower, but if you ain't got it tightened, connected, what's the point of it? That's what Babylon is. Babylon has power of looking the part, but it ain't the part, you know?
It'll fail inspection.
Yeah, thank you. It will fail. You know how many houses right now are not up to code? They're not up to code, but then they just slap some plaster on it and put a nigga in there.
$1,500 a month.
I went to go work on I went to go work on a house that they were about to, these janks was about to move in a week. And the process for the paper was getting done. The house burnt down because of electricity. It was bad electrical fire. But you was getting ready to put their ass in there and charge them every fucking month. And they could have died. pieces of shit. I work for fucking Edomites like that. Where we go around in the neighborhood and we just fucking make it look okay for niggas to get in, then you scoff at them. You're the one that's building this place off bullshit, man.
And it says, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
So we're here worshiping in the spirit, okay? While Jake, they want the outward appearance, you know? They want the garment to look good. They want the hairline. Y'all all selfish and shallow, okay? Because imagine if you saw John the Baptist, right? Camel hair. Oh, that's an unclean garment. That's right.
Well, that's why Yahushua said, "We should come and see that."
Yep.
And,
Gay apparel.
Yeah, King David said those are in his house.
Yep.
He said he wasn't a man, he wasn't shaking with the reed. Basically, he wasn't no pushover. He was a rough guy.
Yep.
When you ever like the stalks of them, they'll have a blade of grass with that brown stuff around it. The wind blows, it'll fall over. He wasn't a soft, easy to the touch man.
Yep.
That's what they want.
Yep. That's what Jake wants right now is smooth words.
And but them smooth niggas they're not good people. Who evidence of that? TD Jakes. It's him coming out all that, you know, he did it. They doing all the memes on him, you know, the sweating face shit.
Yep.
But it's gonna come to find out he been playing booty pirate with them.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You got to be a real demon. I think you know good.
And it says back in verse 23, it says, for the Father seeketh such to worship him.
Boom, the Father. So right now, if Yahushua were to come back, we raising hell.
Yeah.
You should be raising hell. You're in hell. We're rebuking this place while you got kids. Yo, eating the cookies and the milk, that's the bell and the dragon.
Yep.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's
right.
you leaving food out. Remember, I believe that shit. You know? And Daniel smiled at the king, like, you silly nigga.
Yeah.
Let me show you what's going on here. Because I serve the God who created earth and heaven. These people's deities are weak too. Fish God, thick God, nigga God.
Triune God. And nigga. Verse 24, and it says, the Most High is a spirit,
Yup.
and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
They worship, Most High Christ bless. They worship God with the law.
Yeah.
They need the law like Elzar needs the temple because they don't have that. They weren't open. So they need something physical to hold on to feel that connection.
Just like the priest of old, they were until you read in Josephus, it tells you they clung to the fact that they were descendants of Moses.
Right.
It's like not Moses, of
Aaron. Right.
The priesthood.
Right.
You can't tell us what to do. We're descendants of Aaron. That's why they wasn't trying to hear what Yahushua was saying, although he was correct.
Yep. That was it on that?
Yeah, that was
Okay, you got some?
Yeah, I just wanted to
Yep.
finish that.
Okay.
Back in Sirach 17 and verse 26, turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity.
So you gotta actually deal with things and walk away. You gotta actually walk away from stuff like, damn, that shit's inequity. I can't be around this. Can't two walk together? Let's say be agreed. Like you could do it for so long, and what you're trying to do is avoid the inevitable. That's ultimately what it is you're avoiding what's gonna happen soon in the future. Okay?
It says, for he will lead thee out of darkness and to the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently.
Read that one more time,
Yeah,
please.
It says, for he will lead thee out of darkness.
We need to be led out of darkness. Lately, you know what's been beautiful? Listening to the sound advice from the videos. Like when you look, you can't get nothing on Instagram, WorldStar, Facebook, YouTube. Like things that you are going through or dealing with in the real world, no one's helping you. You're not being helped. You're not being nurtured. You're not being built up. Babylon's breaking you down to nothing.
As an Israelite man, you're getting called broke, dusty, lame, fuck boy. That's what they give you here.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Hey, people, humans. This is why the time's coming where they're going to say, hey, let's go to the Isaiah 2. We need to learn these ways. We need to be put on because this ain't doing it. This place ain't doing it for you. You know, we're a creature. We're a creature. But here you're black, you're white, you're he, you're they, you're them. You know? But no, wait a minute. No, we're a people. But we have a God too. So when you take who you call God out the picture, man runs wild. Man was created to be constantly maintenance, like a body. You work out the body, you got to keep working out to keep that perfection. So this place has to continue to be checked, measured, corrected. What's going on? What's happening? See? Keep going.
It says, for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health.
To the light of health. Did it say health or health?
Health.
Health. That's another thing. It's so bad here, we can't even give you advice of how to take care of your body. They fucking demon, man. Oh, that's misinformation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's from the earth, though. I
But,
was missing.
but there's supposed to be freedom of speech.
Right.
It says, and hate thou abomination vehemently.
You're supposed to spit coming out your mouth how much you hate this fucking place. You know?
I got the precept for it.
Yep.
That's the part I wanted to zero on. That's why we're going in, on this wicked holiday, because these people, hell, I have family members. Merry Christmas. They have absolutely zero clue. Here it is. We're at the end of the world, and y'all are still selling into it completely with no sale, no robo, nothing.
Yeah.
You're supposed to abhor evil. It has that parable in St. Andrews, the same way that a whore hates a righteous woman. We're supposed to despise evil because what does evil bring in? Death.
Yep.
Amos 5 and 15. Hate the evil and love the good,
Yep.
and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. So by way of hating the evil and loving the good, that's how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is dealing with us. So in that Sirach 17, returning to the Lord is how you get in the good graces of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But if these people, since they're not, they're going to be destroyed. If you woke up today and you ran under that tree, you're not going to make it. You last night you was up in the kitchen, it was hot, getting that turkey and that ham together, more than likely you're not going to make it.
Yep.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai isn't dealing with you.
Yep.
What you got, bro? Krabzak?
Yeah, this is Psalms 82.
Okay.
Psalm 82 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
It says, my bad, wait till I get there. Psalms 82, I'm starting verse 4. In verse 4 it says, deliver the poor and needy.
Word of poor and needy. It says he chose the poor out of this world, rich with faith. Everybody who's got money is a piece of shit.
Piece of
man.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Shit, niggas without money is pieces of shit.
Yeah. But it's like there's like a demon. It's like when you become manager, you get a battery in your back.
Uh-huh.
People are terrible, man.
Yeah.
People are terrible.
Yes.
There needs to be, the police ain't doing it.
I'm big on that too, bro. I've fought niggas over that, bro. Just be a good person.
Yeah. For real.
Common courtesy.
So-called, the golden rule.
Yeah.
But that's in our law.
Yeah.
Do to others what you do to yourself.
Exactly.
And they taught everybody that in kindergarten, but nobody opposes it.
Yep.
Nobody opposes that. Niggas will rob on you. Like I said, we was talking
Yep.
about nigga impregnate your wife, know that's his kid, and come visit you every other weekend and not,
Drink with you.
and you raising his son. Murder you for the Jake in Chicago. I forget his rap name, but it was a Q, the short nigga with dreads, killed his mother for $60,000
Yep.
of her life insurance policy.
He just got his ass tuned up in prison.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why he came to mind, bro.
Yeah. His ass got tuned up.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to honor your mother and father.
Supposed to.
But because of that money, the demon, Esau's monetary system, he put so much spirits on you. People aren't acting how they're supposed to be. They got spirits on them. Keep going.
Back in Psalms 82 and verse 4, and it says, rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
So we gotta be taken. Remember it says they refuse to let them go. This nigga hates us so much, but he can't let us go. He's gotta deal with us. He's an instrument that's being used right now. Just like Nebuchadnezzar, just like Darius, and now just like Esau. Esau's that lion right now. Nebuchadnezzar was Darius, right?
Yeah.
So he's just being used right now. You gotta realize man is nothing. It's fictional temporal power that they have right now, but it's nothing. This place it's too carnal. It's too material. There's too much material here. There's too many options. There's too many choices. Didn't Yahushua say, Khan or Laha?
Yeah.
Anything else is evil,
Just like with the Pharaoh and Moses, the Most High hardened his heart.
Yes.
Even if he wanted to let us
Yep.
go, it's the Lord's
Yep.
move.
Yep.
He's making it happen.
Yep. Exactly.
Verse 5, and it says, they know not, neither will they understand.
Right. People don't understand what this is right here. That's why you'll see an Edomite drive by and smile. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at them. He's reading. You know what I mean? He's reading. You know, they're together. Good for you. Or the perfect ones, I don't see it no more. But years ago, a soldier come to camp, he's like, I went to war so you could do this. Yeah, you know that statement.
Right.
Which is heavy going back. So the Lord gave Esau's power to give us this opportunity, though.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
You know?
Yeah, I'm like, you're right. Come.
Yeah. The water.
Yup,
That's
yup.
my village tongue. You know? We're from Africa. Could be.
And it says, they walk on in darkness.
Yeah, they walk right by, and then they keep going. They're on the internet. That's why you have a scoffer, because his ass is walking by. He says something, then he keeps going. You know, like the dude he yelled, some fat pudgy nigga.
Yeah.
He looked at us for a minute, and then the demon came out. See, because this is the light. Light is manifesting, and it's blinding to people. Okay.
And it says that they walk on in darkness.
And that's the culture of Babylon. That's the image. That's why they gave you public school. Okay.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Right. The foundations of earth, the fundamental tools that humans have to govern themselves with is out of course. A woman shall compass a man. Relationship. Children shouldn't think that they can disobey their parents.
Diet.
The diet system, you know, the even just thinking, okay? Families, everything that we've been given to rule is twisted in a certain way. It's messed up, you know?
What you got?
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, shall not the day of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, be darkness and not light, even very dark?
Yeah, since you want to rule life in darkness, then when I come back, I'm going to make it dark. I'm going to bring darkness to you. I'm going to show you the king of terror. Esau was talking about, I just love horror movies.
Okay.
How do you love horror movies,
Right.
bro? There's too much freedom here. And it's crazy to say there's too much freedom when this place houses the most people in prison.
Yeah.
Because he's got good people, you know what I mean? He put like men away to leave freaks out here.
Well, I just thought about it. Obviously, that would would show that freedom is a bad thing. If this is the most free country, and we have for population head count, we have the most prisoners, then freedom shouldn't be allowed. When you look at other countries, you know, the Arab punk motherfuckers under Sharia law, they don't have as many prisoners because you either gonna die or you're gonna do right.
You're gonna serve.
You're gonna be a harlot. Well, we got death penalty.
Yep.
No prison.
Yep.
The harsher, if this place was the correct way to go, okay, like vocab, right? He gets on us. He tells us, you know, we're crazy. We think we're gonna govern and rule the world. Well, the so-called white man's been running the show for the last 500 years. You've had over 500 years to do the right thing, and you simply haven't. So by process of elimination, what are y'all? Evil.
Yeah.
If y'all were a good batch of people, you wouldn't have people running around chopping off their Johnsons and installing any instead of an Audi. You wouldn't have people committing suicides in mass numbers. You wouldn't have something that came out recently, y'all, in our fruits and vegetables, slug, bro. In our fruits and vegetables, there's so much pesticides in them. You can take them, put them in a blender, pour that liquid back into a container and use that as pesticides, and it would have the same effect as store-bought pesticide on crops. If y'all were a good batch of people, this world wouldn't be as polluted.
I got one for you. Isaiah 26:10.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's a good one.
Isaiah 26:10, brothers. Look at it out here. Just listen to it out here. Nothing's going on. Y'all brothers ain't missing out on nothing, man.
No.
You ain't missing out. It's just a demon on you that's making you think. And you're gonna race to the bar and be let down.
Disappointed every time.
Every trip.
Every time. Hey, I'm sorry, bro.
You got it.
Hey, look, you said that slocky, yo. Hey, you know, we was out with the brothers. Bro, shit, get to dancing, right? The bitch so discoordinated, she fucking elbowed a drink out my hand, drink go fly. I said, oh, I'm all right. I just walked off.
Yeah.
You know, you go to have fun in the society, like they show you in the movies, you know, the Home Alone, just everything you do, you partake in it, and it's not the same. You go to buy a car, you're a nigga, you getting a nigga tax, 6.24% APR on your shit. You're gonna be paying on it for the next 6 to 7 years. You go to get a house, oh god.
Nigga tax
Yeah,
too.
nigga.
Because they got real estate. What is it called? The red line?
Yep.
Yeah, you talking about that.
Yeah, out our way, we got the red line. It was Mac and Alter. You know, you on this side, Detroit, it's all Edomites. It's better. You throw a rock over it, it's the nigga side. You get the worst prices, the worst
construction,
yeah,
housing,
everything, bro.
everything's bad. Yeah. And you know it's heavy. Edomites know about it. I had an Edomite chick tell me about it. Yeah, she's telling me about the shit. And so you know. So how you looking at me for being upset then?
Yep.
I'm supposed to be upset. People, you know what it is? I'm sorry, brother. People want us to fucking settle.
Yeah.
We're not settling, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking settle.
Yeah.
I want something better.
Better than football and basketball and rap.
Right.
You know, it's crazy over there. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. What you got?
You know, over in England, I got a friend that live in England. They don't get no taxes over there. They government pay for their colleges. They don't have to drive. You know, when they drive their car, don't need no license. They buy a house. That's their house. There's no taxes. No
and there's I think out there, like in the UK, certain places they let you have like 18 months off when you have a child, so that you can be in that baby's life, and not some fucking weirdo. What you gonna say, Malak?
No, I was gonna say that manifested when I moved to Henrietta, and then we moved back to the city. I had car insurance from out there, and then I got the quote for the new one. I said, why my insurance went up?
Yeah, because you're closer to the city.
And she was honest. And I was like, is it because I live in the
hood.
inner city?
Yeah.
And she was like, got it.
Hey, look, bro, out from in Detroit, where I'm from, we have the highest insurance rates in the fucking world, bro. And it's the closer you are to Detroit, is the higher up it goes. Like me, you know,
city.
mid-20s Negro male, bro. I'm still on it through my pops, bro. Because if the same car that I have, if I try to get the insurance, bro, double, bro. I'm talking about it's going up about $400.
Jeez.
Like, no bullshit. No bullshit. Our insurance notes is some people's rents out there in Detroit. Like, no bullshit, bro.
Let me read this for you.
That's the Motor City.
Isaiah 26:10, let favor be shown to the wicked, because you were saying he had 500 years. They're in the land right now. Why? What's going on?
What's going on?
Nobody's questioning.
Vocab?
What's going on, my nigga? Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness.
Right.
So you even have people come around us and they still can't get it. They can't grasp it. Esau's not set up to have it. That's why it says the wicked shall not understand. That's why you people, oh, you got white people. If there's somebody that looks so-called white and great millstones because they're an Israelite.
That's right.
Because then you can't get it if you ain't set up by the Lord, you know? And it says, look, that's the spirit of Edomite cop drove by and rolled his window up. Shouldn't you be rolling the window down to make sure what we're saying is okay? But because they can't have this. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. Aren't they not dealing unjustly? Who's the main Edomite antagonist on the scene? Amalek.
Another point I'm gonna say real quick, you got it, bro. Something me and the brother Ariabi talking about. You gotta remember, Gad, Reuben, Northern Kingdom, they've been over here for over 2,100 years, right? After getting kicked out. America was still, trees was still everywhere, animals was still everywhere, water was flowing. Esau been over here for 500 years and did more damage to all the entire planet Earth since we've been here since the beginning of fucking time.
That's crazy.
Over, approximately 12,000 years ago.
That's
according to the book of Ezra's 10th chapter, bro. Or 9th chapter, if I'm fucking up a slot. He's done more damage in the last half millennia than we've been doing since the beginning of fucking time. You got it, bro.
A little more about this. It says, he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. So that's why you want to know why we're disregarded, because they disregard Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Why did Esau say raise it in the time of the Babylonians? He wanted the temple to be done away with, because he believed if we destroy the temple, we cut off Yahweh from the earth. This nigga wants to do away with the Lord. It's like a baby. He wants to kill his parents. That's how you got here. You got it, bro.
Back in Amos 5:20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Verse 21, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Break it down.
So pretty much the Lord hates us.
Right.
Hey, ancient world, our people, there's nothing, there's a good scripture that goes to that Isaiah 58. Basically, Jacob said, oh, we fasted unto you, we prayed unto you. The Lord said, I'm not hearing that. And you'll fast and you find your pleasures. Basically, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, he's not dealing with Jake. they find themselves holding days for the Lord. Y'all ain't, what they say, we doing it for the kids. No, you're not. You're doing it because you're a demon.
Yep.
You can't use children to justify idolatry or abominations. That's why the Lord's going to destroy people and their fucking kids.
Well, you know judgment's right around the corner when you got Israelites eating pork alive.
Yeah.
Like you say, he's set up. You gotta be a pure demon.
Even other niggas is called.
Right. You got other demons rebuking it. So that's a higher demon over there. Old boy ain't been right. Remember G-Man when he ate shrimp on camera?
Yeah.
He ain't been right ever since. He wasn't right to begin with, but it really, because you're blatantly blaspheming. You know, you're blatantly disregarding like when Esau put pork on the altar.
Yeah.
So he's an Edomite. You know what I mean?
You got something, bro?
Yeah. This 1 John 5 and verse 19. 1 John 5 and verse 19.
Perfect.
And it says,
Let's read this a couple times.
and we know that we are of the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai.
How do we know we're of Yahweh Shema Shai? It through trial, experiences, letdowns, mistakes, temptations. This is how you know you're of Yahweh Shema Shai, when you're actually fighting to serve him. You know, people just think they go to church, I'm of God. You know, I went to church on Sunday. You know, we're actually showing that we're with the Lord, or we're for the Lord. By our actions we're taking. I'll show you my faith by my work. You know, like you brothers. This your faith. You know, like us. You know, same thing. Keep going.
And it says, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
The whole world lies in wickedness. So it's nothing but wickedness that's taking place right now, all throughout the earth. You know, there's too many demons out here. There's too many demons, and there's not enough baptism going on. You know, this place got to get baptized. This place actually has to stop. People need to stop. We need to be empowered. Okay? You got Karens running wild. It's just, there needs to be more ass whoopings, man. There needs to be more judgment. There literally needs to be more judgment from the Lord happening on earth. It's terrible out here, man. It's terrible for children. It's terrible for men, for women. It's terrible for animals. Man. And I'm sorry, no one's upset about that, though. No one's upset.
Because, like, they're lesser beings.
Yep.
If we're of the elect, then we're the men who help foster creation. So we see creation suffering, and it's our responsibility to get it back in order, but we won't have that ability until Yahushua returns.
Yeah.
That's why Romans 8.
I was just going
Yeah,
there.
kind of. Yeah. There's another one, too. 2 Corinthians 5 and 2. For we earnestly desiring to be putting our new body in.
Yes.
That's why we're the only ones who have this mindset.
Yes.
Even when we were in the world, we were considered the black sheep, from our different aspects of brothers. You go around, you get to talking to brothers. Why would a man in the hood give a fuck about the welfare of the world?
Woo!
I remember I had a conversation with a particular brother. He know who he is in Chicago, and I was sitting there as he was talking to him. I'm like, man, why the fuck would a hood cat give a fuck about the conditions of the world? That's how you know this was in us from the beginning.
I got you. I was watching, y'all remember that documentary, Banging in Little Rock?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so you probably seen it. There was a Jake that was being asked a question about Osama, and he said, as long as it ain't happening on Block A, he said, I don't give a shit about what he's doing, because as long as I got my hood together, I don't care what the rest of the world. That's the problem. They isolate your mind and make you put all your energy into something vain.
That's how evil spreads.
Yeah.
In our law, we're supposed to kill it before it gets around.
Yep.
Whether, homosexuality, a lying motherfucker, killing.
Fear.
You're supposed to put them down so it don't spread.
Don't they say to cut evil out of Israel?
Yeah.
Like that, like one of the ending scenes in Juice, when Tupac was telling Omar Epps, he was like, I know I ain't shit. Wow. He was like, and you ain't gonna be shit.
Right.
And me, and the moment I feel like you ain't gonna be shit,
Yup.
so his mentality,
Yep.
so he already knew he was dead.
Yeah.
He knew he wasn't worth nothing. So he wanted to kill everything around him.
You know what it is? There's too much vanity.
Yeah.
There's too much stuff that's not profitable. Like they selling fidget spinners and shit. Like, what's the point of that?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the things that are given energy is pointless. You gotta cut that.
This second Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 19. Second Esdras 16 and 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, it's sent to correct you.
Yeah.
It's sent to check you, you know? But they're not listening. Remember the Lord sent a flood in Florida and they started twerking.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
You know?
Yep.
Shit is too much, man. Prophecy's gonna bring justice. Prophecy brings order. Let's read that again, brother.
Yep. Second Esdras 6. Yep. Second Esdras 16 and verse 19, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? For correction. Because a lot of people out here, you know, they don't consider, you know, the Most High. They don't, you know, they don't think that they'll be judged for the wicked acts. You know, but that's why, you know, it's prophesied for people in Babylon to be destroyed, to be corrected, you know, to be greatly humbled. You see? And it says,
There's too much self-will.
Yeah.
There's too much me going
Yeah,
on.
in that mirror.
Yeah, individualism is toxic to society. When you are just about me unit, only me, you're selfish. You know, you don't care about orangutans. You know what I mean? Like you remember there was a orangutan in a fucking brothel.
oh, shit.
Man, bro. That's why I like Planet of the Apes. Whoop their ass.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And that's
know?
why we watched all three of them recently.
Yeah.
And we went watch the old school.
See?
Yeah.
And then I seen a picture of, you know, deforestation. I seen an orangutan. It was on a tree. Mind you, it's all burned and steam, you know, it's all ash. And it's a bulldozer trying to rip the tree off, and the orangutan's fucking fighting him. Damn, bro, that shit angers me, man. He was actually fighting it away,
Yep.
you know?
And that's how the animals end up in these fucking zoos.
But going back to the brother's point, that proves they didn't create nothing because they don't care. We're connected with Earth because we feel a connection here. You know, we feel a connection with this place, but this is why he covers it all up. He don't want you to know this is a home that was built for you.
Yeah.
This was built for you. You people are built for us. Why are they heathens? So I don't gotta pick up the spoon.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
This well, I got this information. Back in this article, it says Bible Tools says what the Bible says about Semiramis.
That demon.
Uh-oh.
I'll whoop her ass, bro.
All right, we'll jump her.
Says two key figures in the origin of Christmas are Nimrod, a great grandson of Noah, and his mother and wife, Semiramis, also known as Ishtar and Isis. Nimrod, later known in Egypt as Osiris, was the founder of the first world empire at Babel.
So I just want to say real quick, mentioned Osiris, the Hamitic pantheon, the Greek pantheon, the Roman pantheon. It all goes back to these false Babylonian idols. It's all ancient. It was nothing new. All they did was change the faces, put some new skin color on motherfucker, change the name. But it goes back to that right there. That's why scripturally you keep seeing Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. We're still feeling Esau is moving in that ancient way today. That's why he's referred to that Isaiah 47, Babylon and the Chaldees.
Yep. Those moon worshippers.
Yep. Witchcraft motherfuckers. That's the elites in this shit today.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 10 and verse 8. Genesis 10 verse 8. It says, and Cush begot Nimrod.
Ham.
He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
Because his mother set him up. His mother was like the Don King. She was promoting him, but she was the face behind the operation.
She's the president.
There you go.
Like that movie, Don't Look Up. Who's the president? His mother.
Wow.
And
Fire.
his son.
Oh, yeah.
Fire.
Yep.
You know?
Darn right.
It says he was a mighty hunter before the Lord, wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. You know? He was hunting souls. Well, his mother, the Queen of Heaven, put him up as the man and used him as God. You know, he's pretty much the face of all these gods known today, man. Caesar Borgia, you know, with the sun just behind his head.
I was about to say it's actually funny. He was a hunter. And Esau is a hunter. You know, they're not the same person. Not saying, you know, because Nimrod's a Hamite. Esau, you know, he's Edomite. But it's no coincidence he was in that same Genesis 25, that same hunter spirit. He's a fucking killer. That's what Esau Edom is today. He's a killer and he's a user of witchcraft. He's all things carnal because we're supposed to be the spiritual ones. We were given the spirituality. That's why even Jake, in his retardation, he still has his zeal. We're spiritual people. Jake can get his punk ass up, go to church. Even today, you don't see Esau don't be putting on for Christmas. It be dumb, dumb
That's
niggas.
Queen of Heaven right there.
Yeah.
Queen of Heaven right there's Nimrod and Semiramis right there.
But, hey, across the street is a dude taking a picture of his chick for other niggas to sweat over online.
With a fitted dress on.
Yeah.
This is the problem. That's the spirit.
so fucking base.
That's the there's woman worship here.
Yeah.
And women are worshipped because they're the weaker vessel. So Satan goes through the woman because he can't go through the man as easily. That's why the spirit be getting on the men, because it's like, how'd you get fucking compromised? You know?
Well, was you done on that? I'm sorry.
There's a lot actually.
Okay, yeah. Do you think?
Okay. Back in this article, it says Nimrod was the founder of the first world empire, Babel, later known as Babylon. So when you understand what happened at Babel, he was trying to build a tower in case the Lord flood the earth again.
Yeah, that was the first empire post-flood.
Yeah.
The first big one post-flood.
And they could fight. They could reach the heavens and fight against the Lord.
No doubt.
But that's that's Babylon today, because their sins have reached unto heaven. That's why this shit is wicked, man. There ain't no justice out here, and ain't nobody trying to bring justice. You know, except for us. You got it.
Air Force.
Yeah, the Blue Angels.
No,
The space.
space.
Force.
Space
Yep.
Force.
Yep. Which that's needed for Revelations 12. So now energy's gonna get met. Everybody gonna have to deal with something soon. You're gonna actually have to deal with shit. Humanity's about to get humbled because pride has gone viral. Right now, pride is viral, but soon humility will be trending. Hashtag humility.
Righteousness.
Keep going.
Right, so back in that tower, what the Lord did to combat that, because it was of men became the north, and the Lord had the angel come down and confound the languages.
Good.
And that's why we speak different languages today.
To this day.
And that's why when you go to Acts the 2nd chapter, the first major gift of spiritual power was to speak different languages, because our people were scattered everywhere speaking different languages. It says, from ancient sources known as the Epic of Gilgamesh and records,
Which Gilgamesh was her second son that she bigged up. After Nimrod died, it's going to go into it, she bigged him up. And of course, he didn't have a daddy. That's how he got the virgin birth. She claimed Nimrod visited her, and now she's pregnant. But it was another dumb Hamite nigga that got her pregnant, but he was probably just one of her offlings.
So that's where you get that book, the Gilgamesh.
Yes, bro.
That bullshit.
Yes, that Mars Hill, that Sarnetta, that's all satanic shit.
Yeah, come
They're
to find
trusting.
out, it's all tied together.
Yep.
So-called Christmas, but it gets
Gilgamesh.
it says, from ancient archaeologists from long ruined Mesopotamian and Egyptian cities, we can reconstruct subsequent events. After Nimrod's death, Semiramis promoted.
So she had a following. She had a YouTube channel.
She was the president of that time. The best way to describe it, look at the woman from Don't Look Up. She was smoking, and in the movie he said, if she wasn't my mother, so that shows you right there. Right?
That's sick.
It says, Semiramis promoted the belief that he was a god. She claimed that she saw a full-grown evergreen tree spring out of the roots of a dead tree stump, symbolizing
You got it.
the springing forth of new life for Nimrod.
So that's why you got the Christmas tree. They idolize a tree. Remember, it says man is surely vain by nature. So now this is why everyone has a tree, which is also a phallus symbol. Keep going.
It says on the anniversary of his birth, she said Nimrod will visit the evergreen tree and leave gifts under it.
So Nimrod, this is why you get gifts now. You see? So keep going.
His birthday
Yeah.
fell on the winter
Solstice.
at
See?
the end of December.
So this is why. This is why. And then it kept reincarnating. That's why they said, no, it's Jesus' birthday. See?
I just want to read something
Yep.
real quick.
Read it all.
With all three of them, I'm just off of Google. Hislop asserted that Semiramis was a queen consort, so a bitch set up, and the mother of Nimrod, builder of the Bible's Tower of Babel. He said that Semiramis and Nimrod's incestuous male offspring was the Akkadian deity Tammuz, and that all divine pairings and religions were retellings of this story.
This is show
just
you,
as the brother said.
This is show you how effing low heathens are. That you gotta tell them not to sleep with their mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's sick.
Yeah. And that's the same Tammuz when you read in Jeremiah. You read that Ezekiel, who they were mourning over. He said they saw the women mourning over Tammuz. And in Jeremiah 44, real quick, I'll just get it real quick. Jeremiah 44, and I want to say 18. The mindset of our people, they was looking towards these deities. Let me get that real quick.
Before and after.
Yeah. Jeremiah was getting on them the whole chapter.
Yep, the Queen of Heaven. And then remember the woman said, and our man was doing it too.
Jeremiah 44, I'm going to start right at it, verse 14. This is the mindset of our people. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and the famine. And when we burnt incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men?
Wow, see?
So yeah, they was in the mindset, man, life was good when we was worshiping these idols, us and our men.
Yep.
And that's why our people, when we tell them to leave Christmas alone, Thanksgiving, Halloween, they look at us as, they look at it foreign. What you mean, nigga? I've been doing Christmas since I was a little boy. You know?
1 Peter 4, they think it's strange that you run not with them.
It's the same excess of right.
Yep.
I got a precept. Deuteronomy 7:26. Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thy house, lest thou be cursed. Thing like it to be thou shalt utterly detest. And thou shalt utterly abhor it.
Yeah, like, man, this shit. You know, but people like you're toxic. No, I got a God I'm serving. And people want us to be loyal to demons. We're being loyal to the Lord. We're expressing to the Lord loyalty. Are you done with that one, brother?
Yeah.
Now you go to Deuteronomy 19?
Yep.
That's a goodie too, watch. And I think you could start at 6 or 7, but you'll like that one. That's why these commandments are hitting home now. That's why we don't do that.
Yeah, simple things.
You know?
And I'll say this real quick. The Lord didn't have to, the law says what it says. It shouldn't require, like how Esau, it shouldn't require an essay of explanation. The Lord said, don't eat pork.
Okay.
Come to find out, that's supposed to be okay. But come to find out, the shit has parasites that'll make your body eat itself inside the fuck out. That's why he said not to do it.
Right.
And it's an unclean animal. It doesn't sweat out toxins. It stores in everything because it's supposed to go upon the earth and cleanse it.
Exactly.
The Lord doesn't have to explain shit to us.
Right.
God damn it.
Right.
What you got, brother?
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 6. Lest the avenger.
What's 7 say?
The 7. Wherefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt separate 3
What's
cities. And if the Lord thy Yahweh enlarge thy coast, as he has
It might be 1.
How's it supposed to go?
When you go into the land.
To take it?
Yeah, when you go into the land, do not what the heathens do.
Here.
Isn't it? Or is it 18? It might be 18. You got something? Mariah?
As you're gonna see them do in the land, do not. I think I know what you're talking about.
What you got, Mariah?
Back in his article.
Yeah, keep reading that.
It says, a few years later, Semiramis bore a son, Horus of Gilgamesh. She declared that she had been visited by the spirit of Nimrod. Now what they say for the Virgin Mary, right? Don't they say that for the Virgin Mary? Gabriel, the angel, got her pregnant. She was visited by a spirit.
18 and 9.
So that virgin birth, that shit goes back to the Queen of Heaven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a Queen of Heaven demon.
Yeah.
And Polite was pushing that. The Bartholomew gland.
And look where it got
And
him.
look where it got his wicked ass.
I hope that. Hey, like I said it when it came out. I hope they up that nigga ass every day. I hope he's getting stumped on and getting done how he did that girl.
That was foul.
Yep, that was foul.
You did something to a woman you're popping. You did something to her daughters.
Yep.
That's sick, man.
It's crazy.
You got that, brother?
Yep. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 9.
There we go.
When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God, thy power, give thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations.
So they were doing abominations. Yeah. they were doing abominations, and the Lord like, yo, when you go there, don't do that. You gotta watch this shit. It's unclean. This is why the Lord sent us there to cleanse it. When we went to the land, we were stopping incest. We were stopping idol worship. We were stopping witchcraft and wickedness. But then you had some men and women that got took by it. They got overtaken by it.
But that was in the law. It was supposed to be. It was a test.
Yep.
Deuteronomy
13.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, I'm doing this to prove you. I want to see. You know, keep going.
There shall not
So
be.
I'm sorry. So when a big booty woman walks in front of you, the Lord wants to see what you're going to do. Okay? That happened yesterday, man. I saw a woman I found attractive, and I spoke to her, right? And then she started sashaying. So I'm like, hey, are you single? No, I'm married. Then why are you doing that in front of me? Because you gave me the impression that I should say hello. So now a married man has his woman out here shaking ass and fitting clothing for other men. That ain't your woman. Our women, we need to have their mind.
You rent that.
You right. It's you got a lease.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
About $1,300 a month.
Yep. But my point is that was a test. That was a test. What are you gonna do? You're gonna say, well, we could be friends. Or no. Worse, look at when you go through a temptation, look at it as a testimony. I want to show the Lord that I'm serving you. So you go through this temptation, so that's your moment to show the Lord, nope, I serve you, how about some shot? So anytime you go through something, don't be like, why is this happening to me? Let me show the Lord I'm serving him. Let me show him my faith. Keep going.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son of his daughter pass through the fire.
That's what Semiramis did to her son.
Sacrifice.
You know? Yep, child sacrificing. Dwayne Wade did it. Then he sacrificed his son.
Spiritual sacrifice.
You know? Yep. Keep going.
Or that useth divination.
Yep, the astrology. What's your sign?
That's what all these bitches into.
What's your sign?
All of them.
We're looking for the signs in the heavens. We're looking for the signs of the Lord's return. Keep going.
Or an observer of time. Or enchantment.
See? Keep going.
Or a witch.
So they were doing all this in the land. And all the things we're talking about, that happens right here in Babylon right now. And it's trending, and it's accepted, and it's okay, and they give them TV shows. Psychic reading with Sylvia Brown. Call Miss Cleo. She's supposed to be burned.
David Blaine, we supposed to kill David.
Hell yeah, his dark demon ass. He said, watch. That demon ass nigga.
We supposed to hunt that man down. Yeah.
Keep going.
Verse 11. Or a charmer, or a counselor, a consultant with familiar spirits.
Yep. Remember
Witch of Endor.
the witch? Thank you. The witch of Endor. Saul went to, and he dressed up like Halloween. He put a costume on to go talk to her, and she actually was able to reach Samuel. You know. So that you got people right now that actually have power to tap into the left-hand side. You gotta watch the women you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Them bitches are witches, man. Pentagrams and shit. What the fuck?
I had a the chick I was dealing with, the apartment she lived in, it was like a 6-building apartment. So somebody finally opened the basement door. So I went down there and they had like all the fucking astrological, but it's on some witchcraft. I said, what the fuck is this shit?
That shit makes me feel sick. to my
Yeah, I
stomach.
said, but guess what happened to the house?
It burned.
ended up getting burned down.
You know whose house just burned today?
Who that?
Beyonce's house.
Good.
They burned on Christmas. Her birthday, where she was born, not her house now. But she's a queen of heaven demon. That's an omen. That's an omen, bro. See, soon y'all gonna appreciate. We're real, the truthers. Soon you're gonna appreciate the Holy Spirit speaking through us and giving the truth right now. You're gonna appreciate truth soon. Right now it's icky because you got demons on you. It's detestable. Soon people are gonna appreciate this, man. Right now they hate it. Soon they're gonna appreciate it. Is there a little more than that?
Yep. Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits,
Yep.
or a wizard, or a necromancer.
Yep, dealing with dead. Now you got Moab saying they got an AI that can replicate dead family members and you can speak to them. That's modern day necromancy. You can go on Twitch right now and talk to Jesus 24 fucking 7. You mean to tell me we shouldn't be pissed off? It says hate evil.
Christians should be mad at that, actually.
Yeah.
That should be a mockery.
Yeah.
If Christians were serious, they would all be trying to get that website took down. But they're not.
You got something a little more?
I got Ecclesiastes. Go with that.
Yeah.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination.
There you go.
And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities.
Good. So they're gonna get them demons. Like in the 3 days of darkness, the ones who promised to drive them away were the ones that got it the worst. That's why you kept mentioning Isaiah. It says, stand now with the enchantment. Stand now with the Queen of Heaven. Stand with her ass and let's see what Semiramis could get you. Go call on the gods which you have chosen.
The Lord is going to pull that ability. See, right? Esau and these people, right now, Esau's technology works for him. You know, it's witchcraft, these people. But the Lord's going to pull the sheet out from everybody. The jets ain't going to be able to stop the angels. The bomb, you're not going to be able to bomb Yahushua and the big chariot out the sky. The witchcraft that these heathen do, Esau heathen do, it's going to fail them right when they need it most. It was an insult. Like when Elijah was going against the 400 prophets of Baal, it says he mocked them. He said he is a god. Either he is talking, or he's in a journey where he is pursuing, or peradventure he's sleeping and must be awake. He started mocking them. And then when they started cutting themselves, bloodletting to try to get Baal to activate, and it didn't. And then that's when he got up there and called the fire down on top of the water. And it lit the sacrifice. Then they went and slew them false prophets of Baal. So that's how the Lord, hey, you said it earlier in the car, the Lord's dramatic.
Yes.
So we're going to win this bitch in a dramatic fashion, right? What you got, bro?
This is Ezekiel chapter 8 and 13.
Oh, yep.
Ezekiel 8 and 13. He said also unto me, turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do.
And so Ezekiel saw a world star.
Basically.
You know?
Basically. Instagram.
Damn. This shit is nasty.
The whole head is sick.
And the thing, just real quick, he was seeing the people who were supposed to be righteous. He was seeing the priests. You know, these are supposed to be the holy men that are doing things properly and orderly. And these niggas are in the back committing idolatry.
We're about to see judgment. We're about to see judgment. The Lord is going to show us judgment in a very loud way. You like, good. At first it may shock you, and then your senses will kick in, and you will say, the wadi Yep.
It says, then he brought me.
Anybody that you got, the Lord will make 1,000 more and better. Whatever you've dealt with, the Lord gonna give you 1,000 and better. You know?
It says, then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz.
So you got women sighing for a deity, you know? That's wicked as hell. Keep going.
It says, then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these.
Wow. So Jake has got a very demon spirit on him, man. Jake is given to the left hand right now. And you know who introduced Jake back to it? Esau. Because Esau wasn't putting the incense in Jake's hand back then, but he's done it now. So it's just the same wicked Israelites serving these same demons, and Esau's giving them a pass. He tells you, I'm God, and it's okay, you can do this. Remember in the movie Devil's Advocate? The first case that Neo, what the hell's his name? Keanu Reeves, he represented was a Jake sacrificing for voodoo. And he had to, he won the case because like PETA or something got involved. So the dude was sacrificing a goat for his deity, and Keanu Reeves won the case for him. You see what they allow you to do here? You know? Oh, now Satanism is okay because it's your constitutional right. It's recognized as a religion.
It says 16, and he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs toward the temple of the Lord.
So they turned their back on the Lord. Keep going.
And their faces toward the east, and they worship the sun
See?
toward the east.
They, what's it say? Rises in the west, sets in the east, the sun. So they were in the temple worshiping the sun or the moon. So, yo, that shit is, to think about Jake doing that, it makes sense why the dude was eating pork now.
Yeah.
It makes sense why they call Christ or they don't like Yahweh Shai, because we're really reading the characteristic of wicked Israelites. You have to accept that. That even our own people, they're out here rebuking Esau, but they're wicked themselves. They shouldn't even have the right. You know what I'm saying? They're demons themselves. Let's get a couple more.
It says, then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light
You got,
thing?
I'm sorry, you got Queen of Heaven in IUIC right now. When you push them girls, Sisters Saturdays, the Mary and the Woman, you are bigging up that Queen of Heaven demon. And the Lord don't like that, bro.
If we get to speak about women and a nigga stands up and has a problem, you have a Queen of Heaven spirit on you.
Yep. Yep.
That's as simple as that.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. You got it, bro.
It says, then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
Jeez.
For they have filled the land with violence,
Yep.
and have returned to provoke me to anger.
Right. That's why Paul had to rebuke the Diana demon. You know, you had dudes. You got that, brother?
Yeah.
Let's read that. You got a little more? Okay.
a little more.
Okay. Yeah. You want to finish that off? Now let's transition to now dirty Diana.
It says, and lo, they put the branch to their nose, 18. Therefore I will also deal in fury, mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, and though yet they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
That Queen of Heaven spirit's got to go, man. Everything is surrounded by that. Right now, everybody celebrates Christmas because of their woman,
Yeah.
their mother, you know?
Niggas get married because they women.
Yep.
There's not most men on planet Earth wasn't walking around at 5 years old talking about, I can't wait to get married. They forced it because of the woman. And Esau, Edom, knowing that, that's why he uses women as a tool of destruction.
Yep.
And distractions.
That's why the greatest thing is the truth.
Yep.
We're talking about the
Yep.
Seminadil. The greatest thing is the truth. The only way a woman can manipulate you is if your eye is not single.
Yep.
Or when you're in a state of weakness.
Yep.
The greatest thing is the truth. Women have manipulation, but only when you're weak.
Yep. And they'll try it too.
Sure. Shit.
They'll try it, bro.
Sure the fuck will.
They'll try it. Trust me.
Don't be a simp.
Yep.
This is the book of Acts 19.
Well, that's why a lot of women don't like Great Millstone.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I would say for the sincere sisters that are really in the, hey, you got a right spirit on you.
Spirit.
You got a special spirit on you if you can stay in the midst of truth. You know, because we're talking about a vessel that they might be overweight, but they don't want you to tell them. You know what I'm saying? So like, for you to be able to be handling the truth, hey, that's a good sign. You know,
Acts 19 and 20, starting at 21.
a nigga will kill you for a woman. You know,
That's not his.
and that's not even his.
Yeah.
Just because you talking about women, he'll get upset. That's a Queen of Heaven demon on him. You know? Read this.
Acts 19 and 21.
Our God's not a woman. Our Savior's not a woman.
Oh, some people say woman is God.
Yep.
Right.
That's the whole argument.
Yep.
Well, we want, man, this is the ancient world. We're stone you.
Yep.
Yeah,
real.
Yep.
Acts 19 and verse 21. After these things were ended, Paul proposed in the Spirit, when he had passed through Macedonia and Achaia, to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I have been there, I must also see Rome. So he sent into Macedonia 2 of them that ministered unto him, Timotheus and Erastus, but he himself stayed in Asia for a season. And the same time there arose no small stir about that way, for a certain man named Demetrius.
See, some nigga named Demetrius, bro. Damn. You gotta watch him. You know, probably got Boys the Men playing. He bald, licks his eyebrow.
Goatee.
You know, always got that cologne. You know, them simple weird niggas.
It says, for a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith,
Yeah.
which makes silver shrines for Diana,
So he had a lifestyle dedicated to a demon,
making idols and shit.
for a demon deity
Yep.
that is glorifying women.
And it says, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsman, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation and said, Sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. Moreover,
So they made a living off worshiping women.
yeah,
They made a living off dedicating their livelihood to women. You got that shit today, you know? Like, you know what I found that's like wicked? Like, all these songs be dedicated to women and relationships. I'm like, damn, bro, there's more to life than Jack and Diane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn. Oh, the song's called Jack and Diane. You know? Diana.
the reason why men, they sip out for females because they're in the flesh.
Yeah.
And you giving power to women because you're in the flesh.
That's the safe
That's the
route.
only thing. Just like Paul's Howard says, Slocky, bro.
Yeah, you
A
gotta-
woman is just a S3X toy. You carry out seed
For reproduction.
Yeah, receive it. That's it. The only reason a man like you because of lust.
I was gonna say simping and tricking is the safe route. Safe route. Being an austere man is not. You're not going to be loved by the ladies. But being an austere man and an honest man and a righteous man is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wants. So you got to weigh it in the balance. What you gonna do?
Ladies love
Yeah.
Cool J.
Yeah.
See that bald head
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
nigga?
yeah.
And then
He
didn't
had that
Biden
song. Oh, you gotta say what you gonna say?
didn't Biden call him boy or something the other day? He brought him out and he called him a boy.
Wow.
Yeah, Mama said knock you out. You gotta stay away from someone like that.
Yeah.
You know?
He came out with that song. Who
I'm in
you
love.
Yeah, I'm in love. But he's come to find out, he's singing about another man's woman. He's singing about, do you love me or your nigga? Come to find out.
You gotta kill that.
Yeah, when you go sit on the lyrics, you're like, well, I can't listen to this shit.
He said, I'm alone in my room.
Yeah.
Like, what, bro? Bro, you need a brother.
Big
You need an elder. You need, you know what I mean? You need like some, yo, relax, bro.
Yeah.
Satan pulling on your heartstrings. You gotta watch that. Satan will make you compassionate.
Emotional.
It'll turn you soft.
Yeah.
Let's cuddle.
Hey, that's why, hey, brothers, man, get a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Too. Don't, not everybody. Some brothers box, some brothers skateboard, some brothers paint. Get you a hobby that when you're not in the truth or at work, something to do to keep your mind preoccupied.
Right.
Because that is when Satan likes to work. When you're staring at that ceiling, Satan is trying to get in.
Hell yeah.
They say an idle mind the devil's
Plays the
playground.
devil's playground. But that comes from the scriptures. That's Sirach the 20. That's Sirach the 33rd chapter, 33 and 27. You got it, bro.
Back in Acts 19 and verse 26, and it says, Moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul had persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods which are made with hands, right? Because those are idols. Like you got people right now that they actually worship, idols and actually worship people, but they can't save you. They have no breath in them, nothing like that.
Yeah, idols have power when judgment's not going on.
Yeah.
So in the time of judgment, you'll see, oh, this is just a dumb idol.
Yeah.
Remember the Edomite? It was a flood, and they were carrying their like Krishna,
Yeah,
or their little elephant. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The blue elephant. He's carrying it through the flood. Well, why is that idol?
Yeah. And it says, verse but like you said, to land back, that's why it says, all the guys of the nation are idols, And it says, this Paul had persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods which are made with hands, so that none only this our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed.
Yes, that should be despised, because a demon will say, we don't hate women, okay? We don't hate women.
We hate what women have become.
Yes,
Right.
What they're weaponized. Okay, that's what we hate. That the demon, it's out of order. It's evil. So we're expressing the evil we hate that's in this manifestation. Now, real quick, I wanted to look up the commentary. So when you go into the commentary, it says this tremendous temple to Diana, also known as Artemis, in Ephesus, was regarded as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was supported by 127 pillars, each 60 feet high, and was decorated with great sculptures. It was lost to history until it was discovered in 1869. The epicenter of Artemis, or Diana, worship was a black meteorite that either resembled or had been fashioned into a grotesque image of a woman.
Wow.
So they shaped that Like they got idols of women with that are thick.
Yeah, with 100 breasts.
Yeah, that's Ishtar.
Yeah.
Because look, it says the lower part was wrapped like a mummy. The idol was covered with breasts, symbolizing fertility. See? The temple of Artemis, or Diana, was also a major treasury and bank of the ancient world, where merchants, kings, and even cities made deposits, and their money could be kept safe under the protection of the deity. And that, what do? You give all your money to the woman now. You know, OnlyFans, all that shit. You got
Hey, I'm saying, bro, you should. Hey, man, you know what? Them OnlyFans folk is not gonna survive. That's all I'm gonna say. First Esdras 4. First Esdras 4. I'm just start at just showing you the effect that women have on men.
Yeah, let's start getting some closing precepts.
Okay, con. I'll start. I'm gonna start right at 26. First Esdras 4:26. It says, "Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women."
I can't, baby.
Yeah.
You on the voicemail, you know?
Yeah, that one video that Jake crying, he was begging on his knees
Yeah.
for his woman to take him back.
Yo, I got mad the other day. That one song, he said, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. He said, I need you in my life. That's ridiculous, man.
And life ain't getting no better with it. It's
Nope.
not like life, y'all struggling.
Yep.
So putting you through hell.
Yep.
Well, recently you had a husband kill his wife over some pancakes.
Oh.
That was a build-up.
Yeah, it was build up, but yeah, that was the headline. Yeah.
Right. That shit was a build-up. Hey, when the judgment comes, you ain't gonna want to be in a home of a couple.
No.
Okay?
No.
You ain't gonna want to hear the madness coming out of her uncertain, doubtful mind.
What went up during the lockdowns? DVs.
Yep.
DVs and divorces.
Yep.
Because you had to be at home with your spouse and come to find out you hate the motherfucker.
Yep.
First Esdras 4:26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Wow.
Now, you got
And then now, what's being, and see, when you hear women, you think we're just talking about Cheyenne or something. Like, no, we're talking about there's wicked women that were used in the past by Satan to promote a tradition of men that is forsaking your God now.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about. Okay? So get out your bird fucking brain, man, and understand people have opened a doorway for Satan to come in. And it's got to be renounced. It's got to be rebuked. It's got to be corrected. There needs to be a cleansing that needs to take place. You got a little more, you said?
Yes, a little more.
You got something. Don't slide. Read that.
Back in Acts 19 and verse 27, and it says, so that not only is our craft is in danger,
Our craft's in danger.
shit.
to be set at naught, but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth.
Like Babylon today. The virgin daughter Babylon is worshipped. That proves Babylon's under a queen of heaven. It's called the virgin daughter. Like Semiramis. She's a hoe, but she claims she's a virgin. You know?
You got women, they can now do some sort of surgery to get that feeling of a virgin back.
Yep. Yep.
So bitches is doing that too.
Yep.
Kegels is one of the old school methods of tightening.
Verse 28, and it says, and when they heard these things, and when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, great is Diana of the Ephesians.
See, so when you rebuke the demons, people wall out.
Yeah.
So they went in an uproar in this city over a woman, man.
Yeah.
That's why that chick said, remember we were reading it, the lesson, she said, blessed are the paps that gave you son.
Oh yeah, I got that.
You know? Blessed is the womb that birthed you.
I got it right here.
Yeah, read that real quick.
This is Luke 11. Book of Luke 11 and verse 27. This is the NIV.
There you go.
All right. As Jesus
Baby Jesus.
was saying these things, a woman in the crowd called out, blessed is the mother who gave you birth and nursed you.
And a queen of heaven demon on it.
This is the Lord said. He replied, Blessed rather are those that hear the word of the Most High Yahweh and obey it.
There you go. See? So that's who's blessed. Okay? The servants of the Lord. Now let's we'll end it on that.
Back in Acts 19 and verse 29, it says, and the whole city was filled with confusion. And having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater. And when Paul would have entered in unto the people, the disciples suffered him not. That was it right there.
All right. Brothers are good?
Yeah.
So Lord's will, you brothers and you few sincere sisters, you know, you're edified. You know, understand the wickedness that's here and why the Spirit is correcting this. People don't look at Christmas as evil. The origins is extremely evil.
Pure evil.
Pure evil,
Pure
bro.
evil. Yeah.
You know? So, hey, we want to say, call Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors for our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. With that being said, Shalom.
1 second.